Alright guys, so I have another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Super Clean Foaming Cleaner. I do have really high hopes for this because I used the original one for what I'm doing here on a different car, and it worked really well. On the car that I used it on before, this cross member was actually white, which was the same color as the car. This one is actually black, but I thought mine was black until I started cleaning it and it came off white, and I was like, holy crap, and I didn't even have to scrub it. This car has a really bad oil leak, but I don't have any doubt that this cleaner will do a good job.
So I didn't feel too bad.
So this is pretty thick on there, so I might have to scrub that, but like that's fresh oil right there, so we'll see. It's fun. You get to get lots of cleaner all over you and water on you. So you're gonna need some brushes. So this is a wheel well brush, but it works really well for stuff like this. I got this one for at the dollar store, just being cheap, and it works. I have some smaller ones here to get in some smaller places if I need it. So dilute this as needed, but for doing engine, it's just, you just use it straight. So I got to one side and I'm gonna start spraying. Oh, and the wind has to be going my way. Damn. Oh, God. Okay, let's switch sides. Damn it. Well, that's better. Look, you can see the cleaner working already, coming off brown and black. It's working. I feel like this foaming cleaner kind of goes a little farther than the pure liquid one, but I don't know if that's just in my head. Don't judge that orange filter up there. We're gonna pretend it's not a Fram. I don't know if it is or not, but we're gonna pretend it's not. So the oil leak was definitely worse on the passenger side, but I'm just going to recoat anything on this side. Okay, so I'm caking it on that alternator, and I'm going to get a bunch of hate for it, but I've never had an issue doing this, so I have a theory. If something fails on your car after doing this, it was already failing, it just failed faster. So I'm going to go ahead and scrub that transmission pan right there. Oh yeah, that's pretty thick. I mean, this oil does seem to be coming off. The transmission, not so much. By the way, the degreaser can cause cracking in your belts. So, if you're concerned about that, you could be a little careful. So yeah, this is worse than I thought it was going to be. It's actually on here pretty thick. I'm thinking rinse it off and see what it looks like. I'll be back. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so I just want to mention that I did not scrub the entire engine here. Not even most of it. I did scrub, so I could see that this stuck on grease right here. I did kind of hit it right here with the brush, and a little bit right over here, but I didn't go over this whole thing. Alternator also came pretty clean. Up in there needs a little bit more help. So I'm thinking maybe just a second coat of cleaner, besides the transmission, which has a lot on it. I guess the sway bar still has some on it. Yeah, it's caked on just like the transmission was. I did scrub it, so I don't believe in spray on hose off cleaners anyway, and Super Clean doesn't claim that it works that way either, so I'm going to spray it all down again. And let's hit it with a brush. Let's get nice and wet. Alright, so that didn't take too much. And that's actually clean now. So, comes off pretty easy with a brush. If it's caked on, it comes off easy with a brush. If it's not super caked on, it actually comes off pretty easily just spraying it on and hosing it off. Secondary air injection, be kind of careful with that. You don't want to get water in there. So I guess I will take the brush to the sway bar because it was fairly caked on. That's done for that. Yeah, it's got a bad oil leak. Alright, I guess it's time to hose it off. Compared to what it looked like before and how little scrubbing I really did, the only thing I really scrubbed was a little bit of that transmission pan. That you can still see some grease on there, but it did come off pretty easily. And the sway bar, same thing. They're both shiny now where I scrubbed, and the oil pan actually came off without scrubbing anything. So for how bad it was, I'd say this cleaner did really good. I used the original and I bought the whole gallon instead of just the little spray bottle, and I have one of those pressure spray bottles. You pour it in there and then you pump it up, and then you can just spray it as long as there's pressure in there. And that's what I used. And when I used it, I sprayed it on, let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes, and then I was just going to spray some more on and then scrub it. But when I went to go spray it on, it was kind of like rinsing it off, like just like this, like with the water. I sprayed more on, the dirt started coming off, so I was like, oh. So I rinsed it, and the cross member on that white car that's over there looked black. But when I rinsed it off with water, it came clean white. Didn't even scrub it. So definitely good stuff. I like it. I wish the oil leak wasn't as bad and I didn't let it sit for as long, the oil, because now it's like cooked on there. But anyway, this cleaner did really good. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Peace.